My name is Quentin Deronzier. I am a director and a visual artist, and I work in a mix of music videos and commercial films for advertising. I don't have any person who's been following me and helping me grow necessarily, but I have like what I call like virtual mentors, people that I never necessarily met or barely, but that inspired me and became kind of like a beacon of or an objective. You know, I wanted to reach the level that they were on, creatively, technically, and those people I had initially. Jonathan Zawada, he's a visual artist, digital visual artist from Australia, who's been working a lot with Flume, and he's the one that introduced me to mixing real emotions in 3D art, basically, because he really like, there's always depth to what he creates, you know, and that's one thing that really inspired me, and I wanted to do similar things in my own style. And the second people were Megaforce, the French directors, Megaforce, because ever since I started like being interested in visual art, they were extremely inspiring, and with all the DIY stuff they did at the beginning and all the way to the big production they do now, they've been a big inspiration. So yeah, I would say that those mentors were those people. My working process is very different from one job to another, from one project to another, obviously. I would say that it always starts with a bit of a depressing moment where, you know, when I get the brief, I sit down and I start with a notebook and I start writing ideas. And usually the first day, I write the worst things. I write the worst ideas. It's really, really lame. It doesn't work. And I go to bed and I'm completely depressed. I'm like, I lost it. You know, I'm not creative anymore. And then the next day, when I come back to it, that's when the real magic happens usually. And I realized that that first day, that frustrating first day is like mandatory for me to really get onto it. And I feel like it's something that my brain naturally dive into the project after the first day. So the first day is like, it's like this cloudy moment, and then the next day I finally get some sharp ideas and clear mind. So I would say that's one common thing on all the projects. And then it's very, very various between full CGI jobs to live action and CGI. So there's many different ways to approach it, and it would take maybe 10 days for me to explain you this. So. Working with luxury brands and music videos has a lot of differences, but also a lot of similarities. The similarities comes from the fact that when you work with an artist on a music video, they give you a lot of power. They give you a lot of responsibilities, but also creative responsibilities, and they trust you. Yeah, they trust your vision. They hire you because they want to have your vision on their music video. In luxury commercials or films, it's not so far from that. Like usually big fashion houses or watch brands, or like they come to you because they want to approach you as an artist more than just someone who's gonna achieve a job. So in that sense, like they trust your vision. It's quite similar from music videos to luxury. The one big difference is the budget. It's like music videos, there is like usually not nothing, but there's very low budgets, and you have to it's more of a passion project. And with luxury, it's more there's more production value and money involved. I use live action more and more. I come from a 3D CGI background, and I picked up CGI along the way. And now I would say that 90% of the jobs I do have live action in them. It's most of the time, 99% of the time, it's mixed with CGI, but there is live action. Now, when I do full CGI projects, it's mostly stuff that I do at home. It's more like personal project that I do full live action. But yeah, I'm very much towards blending these two mediums together. I feel quite lucky because I usually it's the project that come to me. I don't have to like search for it so much, and I have people helping me kind of like show my work to different people. But it usually comes to me. People contact me on Instagram, on email. And they're like, "Yeah, we want to work with you," and I feel lucky because most of the project that I do are project that that I'm passionate about. It's not like something just for the money or for something else. So I get a lot of that. And when it's not perfect, when it's not the perfect project, I always try to find one thing that is gonna make me evolve. So if it's like a new technique that I can use in that project, or if it's working with a specific actor, so I always try to find the one element that, even if the whole project is not exciting, that, oh yeah, it's not exciting, but this location, I really wanted to shoot there, so let's do this, So at least I always try to find that one thing, yeah. My most important project, and it's not necessarily the biggest and the most advanced one, but it was the trailer for the release of the album of Drake. It was during COVID. And when I say it's important, it's not for the fame, it's not for the glamorous, it's not for the flair. It's mostly because I got approved because Drake trusted me on this one, and he posted it and he talked about it. I was approved by so many people in the industry. You know what I mean? It made me move a step higher because this big guy had approved me. You know what I mean? And it kind of like really pushed my career forward because I started getting conversations with big people that never cared about me. But because that guy said, yes, I trust this guy, then these other guys trust me. You know what I mean? So it was very important for my career, this project. My favorite one is probably the Mugler film that I did with Hunter Schafer. The film itself, I'm really happy with it. I was even more happy to collaborate with Hunter, the talent, I've worked with different people, with different actors, and she was the one that was ready to do anything to make the film better, And in the context of commercial, every actor, they want to do everything to make the film better. But when they are doing commercial work, they're a bit like, let's get it done, And Hunter, she was like, we're going to make something crazy together. Like, she was really into the idea and willing to help me out. So yeah, favorite film for the process, and the result was Mugler. The next step for the future for me is trying to bring more narrative into my work. And I'm working on, I'm developing ideas for short films and feature films at the moment. So it's going to take a while, but I really want to go towards more storytelling. My favorite part is working with people who are as passionate as I am. And I think it's not all the industries where you can say that, but when I go on a set and I talk to the crew, to the technicians, to any type of job, on a set, or even the VFX artists, like everybody does that because not because someone told them to do it, or because they just by mistake fell into this field. No, they do it because they just fucking love it and they just wanted to make films, and to me, this is just the best because everybody just gives the most that they have all the time, and it elevates everything. So it's a positive. Most of the time, it's a very positive energy. So yeah, I would say working with passionate people. Yeah. AI for me is a bit of an enigma at that point. Maybe in 1 year it's going to be different. In 2 years it's going to be different. I'm passionate by with technology, with futuristic things, with how do we advance our society and all that stuff. So I love it. I love the concept of it. I love the idea of it. I use it as well as a tool, to do some pre-visualization of a set, or to do sometimes when I have an idea in my head, just to try it out real quickly. So it's a great tool. So I'm excited by that. I'm excited by how it enables you to go even further in some ideas. What I'm nervous about is the loss of craftsmanship. Basically, maybe in 3 years I'm going to be able to do a full film with AI just by prompting, and sure, it's cool because then with zero money I can just do whatever ideas I want, which is amazing on paper, but the process of making something to me is 90% of the enjoyment of what I do. You know what I mean? Like, the result is very important as well, but it's always what we say, it's the journey, it's not the destination, right? And I think AI will cut a lot of that journey. And I'm a bit sad thinking about that, but I'm sure we're gonna find ways around it. We're still gonna be making films for real and like working with real people, but I think there's a substantial amount of that process which is gonna be done by machines, and it's a little bit, I feel old when I say that, but it's sad because I like making it. So if I wasn't doing my job, first of all, I would be really bad at any other job. I know that I'm so lucky to do what I do because I'm only good at what I do, and I would be so bad at any other thing. So I'm so glad I found my way. I know. But I guess if I wasn't doing that, I would be. I'm someone who loves, I love surreal stuff, but I also love very basic, tangible things. And I would probably be somewhere in the forest, I don't know, like working with sheep, or like a farmer, or something that's super, completely opposite, super simple, yeah, or I don't know, like cultivating like flowers or whatever, like something that's connected to nature, I think. But I'm sure if I was doing that, I would get bored. But I mean, that's kind of yeah, if I wasn't doing that, I would do that maybe. When I was younger, I wanted to be a designer of roller coaster rides in amusement parks, and I think I would still love to do that. To be like, to imagine like the. I mean, it's still entertainment. It's still designer, like being a designer, but it's quite a different industry. And I don't know, because I love the experience of going on a ride and seeing the whole theme, and seeing and having the sensation of the ride. So I don't know. I would love to. I would have loved to do that, I think. Yeah. Maybe I should do it, actually. Maybe I should change. Damn. Yeah. My next step it's similar to the other answer I gave you, but it's to do a short film. I'm preparing a short film. I'm trying to make it happen. It's always the hardest because you have to find the money, you have to find the people who are excited about your idea. So, but yeah, I have one that I'm really excited about. So yeah, that's the next step for me. Motion plus design. It's been the first time that I went to an event and I was the only speaker on stage. And not only I was happy to have this platform to share my experiences, but also personally, it was a bit of an achievement to do that. So thank you for the invitation, and I will be more than happy to go back on next editions and watch some amazing speakers. So no, I love it.